Hey there, how you doing? Today I was made a happy man because the mailman came by and he delivered the Insta360 1X dive case. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the unboxing because it's just a simple device in a box, but this is what it looked like. See that? Pretty cool, huh? It's the back, by the way, with a little notch that you can open up the bottom here. Okay, open it up like this and then like that, and it's really easy. I mean, no explanation needed. On this side are the buttons, you know, and in the booklet, in the little box, there's a little booklet that shows you how to use it and how to be careful and all that kind of fun stuff. So, you know, this is it. You see on the bottom here, by the way, a 1/4 inch, what do you call that, screw type of thing where you can put it on a tripod or any other accessories. And what they also deliver, by the way, is one of these. I guess it's a GoPro type of connection type. Let me take it out here for you so you can take a look at that. All right, hold it up to the camera there, you see? All right, so you can put that on anything of a GoPro, I guess, and glue it to your helmet, glue it to the front of your car or something like that. And when it's raining, you can drive around. What they also include is one of these, or 6 of these, I believe they are. And these are the anti-fog inserts. I didn't know they existed because I don't have that much experience with underwater cameras. But what you need to do with these is put them in the bottom here in the inside so that it doesn't fog up when the camera becomes warm and the water is cold and, you know, it starts fogging up. So this is specially made for that. But they only give you, like, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these packs. So what you need to do is you go down to the link here. If you need more, and I can supply you with some of these things. They're really cheap. I mean, if you go to a local store, you're probably going to buy, you know, like 12 of them for $4 or $5. Don't do that. You know, down here, it's probably going to be like for that much, about $1 maybe. You know, maybe $1.50. So that, you know, save some money on that. What I'm going to do with this dive case is I'm going to test it out. I mean, they actually say that in the description. Test it out before you put your camera in, because if you have a faulty model, it's not going to work. It's going to ruin your camera, so you don't want to do that. So I have a fish bowl with no fish, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some toilet paper, right? I'll put it inside. Well, let's do it right now, as a matter of fact, as we're talking about it. Open it up, put this inside, because toilet paper has to be dry, obviously. When it gets wet, you really notice that it's wet, so it's a good test. So now I have it sealed up, and I'm going to go over to the aquarium, put this thing in both ways, and take the paper out and find out if it's wet or not. If not, I'm going to put my camera in. I'm going to show you some footage. All right, so hold on. So here we are with the fish tank. Let's open it up here for a second. See, there's water in there, and we have here the Scuba Case, sealed, paper in it. All right, let's put it in there. Okay, if I let it go, it's going to pop up to the top. So because there's no camera in there, it's lighter than water, so it's going to float. So that will ruin the experiment, I guess. So I'm going to have to hold it and turn it around and put the other side in. You see some bubbles coming up, but that's because of the little latch in the back that has some air behind it, so that's why the bubbles come up. But we'll find out in a second when we open it up if it's leaking or not. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, back from the fish tank. So we have here the Scuba Case, which is wet. First thing you want to do, and you always want to take one of these with you, is a little piece of cloth or a towel or something like that in your case, in your baggage or whatever, so you can dry it off after it's been in the water. And the reason for that is that if you take the camera out while it's still dripping wet of water, the water might get onto the camera, so you don't want to do that. So dry it off as much as you can. There's still going to be water behind the little latch here, or maybe between, you know, in the little button here, or, you know, in the little whatever. There's going to be a little bit of water, so don't worry about that. the way to solve that is to open up the case when it's pointing a little bit downwards, all right? So don't open it up this way, because then if any water is in there, it's gonna go into the case. It's dried off inside, and to clean the inside, it's gonna be a little bit difficult, right? So keep it down a little bit like this. Let's open it up and let's find out if the napkin that we have in there, which was totally dry, if it's still dry after we put it underwater. So we put it on the water both ways, like this and that way, so to make sure that everything was under the water. Let's open it up here. Okay, do it this way. Open up the case. All right, I dried it off pretty good, so not much water coming out. Actually, no water coming out, and no water actually behind here. So it actually did dry off a little bit good, so that's okay. All right, now, is the napkin dry? Totally dry. I trust this device. I'm gonna put my camera in it, all right? So, how do we put the camera in? Also pretty easy. What you need to do, obviously, is open up the device, open it up. You see two little buttons here. They line up with the buttons on the Insta, right? So those buttons need to be going, let me show you, because otherwise you don't have much for the video. Those buttons need to be on top in this case. Slide it right in there. Be careful that you don't damage the lens, because that's going to be an expensive repair. Slide it right in. And nothing should touch the lens if you just ease it in there. I mean, it's made for it, so it should work fine. All right, let's close it up. All right, put the latch over here and wait till it clicks. If it clicks, it's closed. Now, we're done. Let's put this on the water. Okay, scary moment. Here's the dive case. It's all latched up. Let's put it in the water. Here we go. All right, now, if you're swimming along and you let go of this thing, watch what happens. It floats. So you're not gonna lose it. It's not gonna sink to the bottom if all is correct. Now, if it's leak, it will at a certain point go to the bottom. But obviously it's not leak. It's been totally underwater. You see some of the bubbles coming out, but again, that's from the latch where there's a little bit of air behind it. Let me take that out. Let's dry it off. Let's take the camera out. See if it's still dry. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go take a picture. So let me turn this thing on. All right. Push this button. Is it going on? Should be going on now. I think it's on. So let's take a picture. I heard it. It took a picture. All right. Let's see. Okay, again, take your device, dry it off. It's still on, I see, so let me turn it off here. Push this one along. And it should be off now. Okay, I see there's some water underneath the buttons here, but that's not in the casing, but that's behind the little buttons. All right, that's specially made for that, so don't worry about that. Let me dry it off and take the camera out. Make sure all is right. Okay, open up the latch, slide it up, and here we go. And I have a dry camera. All right, I'm gonna take some footage of some fish a little later on, so in the next video you'll be able to see some of the footage so that we can check out how the stitching is done, because I do know there's a little stitching issue on the sides of the casing. So that might be a little irritating. On the other hand, I think it's minimal. So I think you have a really nice solution here to put your camera underwater and do all kinds of fun things with it. You can go scuba diving with it up to 30 meters down, but you can, like I just did, put it in a fish bowl and make the fish go swim around, which is really cool. Okay, hope you enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, please like it down below. And if you can subscribe to my channel, that'd be nice as well. That would help me out a little bit. If you want to buy one of these scuba cases, go to the website of Insta360 and you can purchase it there. If you want to buy one of these cameras, the Insta360 1X or the Insta360 One or the Pro 2 or any other camera that they have, you can go through the link below. If you buy one of these, the 1X or the One, you get the invisible selfie stick as well for free. for the same price, and it'll be delivered straight to your door. You're going to purchase it through Insta360 through my link, which is kind of neat. So do that and it'll be shipped to you very quickly. The invisible selfie stick is kind of neat with one of these cases because you could screw it on the bottom here, right? You can take it and go with a friend, for example, who's going fishing, and put the long extended selfie stick, even put it on there, and you put this device, the camera, next to the hook with the bait on it, and watch the fish bite into the hook and watch someone actually fish from down below. That's kind of neat. All right, so go check it out, and hope you like it, and I'll see you soon.